Hey, this is Sasha. Thanks for joining me in today's video. And what I want to share with you in this episode is, should you go ahead and write your blog, or should you create videos and maybe convert your videos into blog content? Stay tuned. I'll give you some insight in this episode. All right, so blogging can be difficult, and there's a lot of components that have to line up to match up and make things work to keep the train moving forward. So if you're looking to go ahead and just practice your writing skills, you could be a blogger. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with writing and typing away all your articles. Some people spend days creating great article content, and that's fantastic. And some of that article content is not something that you could do in terms of making a video. So it really just depends on the type of content that you have. But other forms of content, such as this one, I could go ahead and create a video of it instead of making an article or writing about it at the beginning or at the start. And that is because this isn't kind of a listicle based video content, and it's not something that I'm going into the nitty-gritty in depth and detail where I could more so with an article. So let's take a look at maybe my approach and give you some insight if maybe you should be more writing your content for your blog or doing video based content. So if we look at kind of a content triangle, and we look at just the way that things are created, I would say that video content is kind of the base and foundation, and it's the highest level or form of content. After that, you get audio and images as the next level. So why is that the next level? Because what you could do is you can extract things from video, and you can extract the audio from it. You can extract the images from it. And then from there, what we do is we get the text, because from the audio, we can extract the text, or from the video, we can extract the text. And now we can actually create a blog content piece. So as I look into this, I can have text, I can have images and more text, and I can even have a podcast playing here. So I could have an MP3 and even a video based at the top. And now I've got myself a blog form of content with multiple mediums. Why would I do something like this? Well, let's not forget that many people like to read, other people like to watch, and some people like to listen. So you have different forms of content that people like and digest it in different ways. So as for a content medium, as for do you write or do you create videos, I used to go ahead and do the writing and create images, and then I would try to make videos. So I tried to take this approach, going this way, but that created extra work. So I had to do this one time, I had to do this, then I had to make a video on it, and it didn't match up perfectly. So instead, now what do is I make videos and go the other way and go up the ladder or up the triangle. So if you take a look at the content pieces on our Backstage income website right here, what you can see is if we go to the blogs, there's a ton of blogs here, and they're all video content. And then what we do is we take one of those video contents, we put the video at the top. There usually is a podcast here, this one doesn't have it, but then we convert it into text. Basically, one of my assistants, we pay them to convert the text from the video directly into a blog, and then they incorporate some of the screenshots directly from the video into that content piece, and now you've got yourself a blog content piece that works. So anyways, that's the way we do it. Now, what's the downside of doing it this way? Well, the downside is I can't be as in depth in a content piece where I'm on video, because I can't go into the numbers and statistics and break it down by table unless I show it, and then writing that out takes a lot of time. So certain article pieces are a little more difficult, but the advantage is we can pump out content a lot quicker and it's faster. And we can go up the ladder, and now we create a content piece. The other downside is that the people that do this conversion, the articles, it's not necessarily that they're full-fledged writers or perfectionists. So the people that actually look at this and are actually reading, there are some grammatical mistakes and a few issues, and sometimes there's some missing periods and so forth. Because what we do is we extract the audio, right? We're extracting it, and then we just clean it up very quickly. We're not spending as much time, because the majority of people are either going to watch the video or they're skimming articles. Very few people are actually looking at the nitty-gritty details when it comes to that. So for our purposes, we don't go into as much depth as in the writing part as we may in the video and so forth. So we're just looking to have all aspects And here's one of the examples with the podcast. So we're just trying to hit all aspects of the content piece rather than having it be perfect in all areas. So in my opinion, done is better than none, because some people, they try to take this article and they make it full-fledged perfect, and then you got like what, 4 views on it in a month, and that's just not an appropriate way to make business with the blog side. You have to create all sorts of forms of content, and you're taking a content approach where, hey, I'll try some different types of content here, and I'll see which one works. And if this one works, then I'll go ahead and make more of that type of content. It's just taking a test and see approach. You're looking at it from a series, from a bigger perspective on what makes sense. So anyways, I hope that gives you an idea of my approach to creating content. Yes, some people want higher grade, higher quality content on the free side, where they're putting out the free content. In my perspective, and from what I've seen over the years, is just getting something out at the beginning, because 80-90% of the people aren't going to be your customers. They're originally your buyers or viewers, but then the 10% are your buyers, and for that's where we focus more in some of the longer form content, or looking at video courses, and those kinds of things are much more in depth as for the production value goes. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to grab some great freebies off our website, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and I will see you in the next episode.